asking you please to meet in the barn.
That's right, guys. Meet me in the barn. That ties into this installment of poems from the talent contest chapter in the memoirs of Billy Shears. The saga continues in prose and rhymes. And today we're going to go over the piece that starts on page 616 called Flies and Bees to Emily. Let's begin. She said that when she died, a fly was buzzing in her ear. She didn't know quite what it said. It wasn't very clear. Friends, relations, neighbors, loved ones. Everyone stood still, but no one heard the whispering or buzzing in her ear. Her words went on without her and told the world about her. The poetry of Emily is read in books by you and me. So now maybe we know her, but where is she? Where is she? For me, it was quite different. A yellow light turned red, an unexpected accident. Poor boy has lost his head. Strangers gathered round the car. The woman screamed and cried. 2 bobbies and a paramedic took me for a ride. His words go on without him, telling the world about him. The songs I sing as Paul who died reveal the love we could not hide. So now maybe you know him, but where is he? Where is he? Our manager paid handsomely and threatened to do harm if they did not deliver me straight to this berry farm. That's when I heard the flies swarming, or maybe they were bees. It doesn't really matter here in the fields of strawberries. And yes, so that is Flies and Bees to Emily. And let's take a look at the footnotes, the bottom of page 617. Very interesting information given. So it starts, in recording with the Beatles, which is from chapter 28, William explains the meaning of Paul being buried in strawberry fields. This song alludes to the meaning, but now calls it a farm. This book has many references to William's farm in Scotland, which Paul was pressured into buying before he died. It has been speculated that, unwittingly, Paul bought the farm to be his final resting place. With that context, one of the videos referenced on page 60 quotes Maggie's Farm by famous groupies. Someday they're gonna tear down Maggie's farm. Someday they're gonna burn down that old barn. Someday they're gonna dig up all that land. Someday they're gonna find that missing man. It is said that this song's reference to Emily Dickinson acknowledges Stephen Dickinson, who went public with his claim to be Paul McCartney's son a few years after the song first appeared here. Although William is not inclined to investigate individual cases of those claiming to be Paul's children, he might make a gesture to one as a general nod to them all, without agreeing with any, enough to establish financial liability. For plausible deniability, in Dickinson's case, William might consider that most people are born between the 38th and 42nd week of pregnancy. The birth date, which was 43 weeks and a day after Paul's demise, makes his claim possible, but less convincing than if he had been born a week or two earlier. Interesting there. Excuse me. Yes, so then there's one whisper message, and we're going to kind of look at that footnote on page 60 real quick too. But the whisper message at the bottom of 617 is from Junior's farm. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go down to Junior's farm where I wanna live low life, high life. Okay, that's not in there, but anyways, love that song. And so looking at page 60, just real quick, I'm not going to go over this word for word, but it is very interesting on this footnote on page 60. You guys can pause the screen and look at it, but it makes reference to the research that John Lennox and Stephen Faber put together and theorized that the standing stone up in the farm in Campbellton, Scotland, is Paul McCartney's resting place. It is his tombstone, if you will. He's in the yellow submarine under the hill, right? Crazy, crazy stuff. This footnote, obviously they hit a nerve. Amazing, the measurements, the triangular patterns, the possible underground chambers and entrance, just crazy stuff has gone down at that standing stone. I've discovered that in my tarot readings, as you guys might recall. And I just find it very interesting that they had to tell people, oh, that might just be, one of those kind of deflective coincidences William puts out there for plausible deniability, right? That not everything is a play on words for him. Not everything is as it seems with him, and that's very true. But in this case, Paul McCartney's Standing Stone, the album cover says it all right there. Anyway, kudos to John and Stephen for that information. That is this poem in the talent contest, Flies and Bees to Emily. And so on the way out, guys, I thought I would throw in the song from the Famous Groupies. And it's from the Furry White album. This band is a trip. This band, as you heard at the beginning, sounds like Wings, in the 70s, but like in an alternate universe. And it's just really cool. Their lyrics, their backstory, I believe Mike Williams has done videos explaining those connections to their references with the farm in Scotland. And anyways, you guys can listen and be the judges yourselves. Here is Maggie's Farm by the Famous Groupies, and I hope you guys enjoyed this poem. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.